Disney, Mickey and Friends. Minnie saves Christmas. Mickey, Minnie, and their friends had been working hard preparing for Christmas, and it was only one day away. Donald looked up at the clock. Ah, phooey! Christmas Eve is the longest day ever. Mickey smiled. Don't worry, Donald. Christmas will be here before you know it. Just then, a timer rang. Minnie jumped up. My cookies are ready. Who wants one? Just as Minnie took the cookies out of the oven, there was a loud crash in the other room. Goofy dove under the table. Whoa, gosh, what was that? Minnie looked toward the living room. It sounded like it came from the fireplace. Donald looked excited. Maybe it's Santa Claus. Everyone raced to the fireplace, but it wasn't Santa Claus. It was Mrs. Claus. Merry Christmas, everyone! Minnie was surprised. Why, Mrs. Claus, what brings you here? Mrs. Claus looked at her friends. Oh, I need your help. Santa accidentally shrunk his mittens and his big red bag when he ran them through the wash, and now I'm afraid he won't be able to deliver presents tonight. Donald was shocked. What? No presents? Goofy shook his head. I wish we had an unshrinking machine. Minnie thought for a moment and then made a dash for the kitchen. I know just what we need. Minutes later, Minnie returned with an armful of things. Santa could use this big red tablecloth for a bag. Mrs. Claus clapped her hands. It's perfect, Minnie, and we can tie it shut with this ribbon from my ribbon collection. Mickey shrugged. But what about Santa's shrunken mittens? Minnie held up her Christmas oven mitts. Ta-da! Mickey smiled. Great idea, Minnie. Mrs. Claus beamed. Oh, thank you, Minnie. You saved Christmas. Minnie giggled. It was my pleasure. Well, I'll better hurry back to the North Pole. Who wants to come with me? Everyone cheered as they climbed into the sleigh with Mrs. Claus and took off into the sky. Santa was waiting for them when they arrived at the North Pole. Thank goodness you're back, and just in the nick of time, too. Minnie handed him his new bag and his extra warm mittens. Then everyone pitched in to help the elves load Santa's sleigh. The sleigh was ready to go. Jingle bells rang as Santa Claus shook the reins. Just then, Pluto started barking. He wanted to help too. Minnie gave Pluto a hug. With a little of Santa's magic, I'm sure you can help pull the sleigh. She used the rest of her ribbon to make a special harness for Pluto, with an extra special bow, of course. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Mrs. Claus, Minnie, and the rest of the gang waved as the reindeer and Pluto pulled Santa's sleigh up, up, up into the night sky. It was going to be the best Christmas ever!